Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that's been told a million times, but maybe not like this. We're talking about the one and only Michael Jordan. When you hear that name, what comes to mind? Slam dunks that defy gravity. Championship rings. The iconic Jumpman logo. He's the undisputed GOAT, the greatest of all time. But what if I told you that the man who became a global icon of success was once told he wasn't good enough? It's a story that sounds almost like a myth now, but it's absolutely true. Before he was Air Jordan, he was just a teenager named Mike, growing up in Wilmington, North Carolina. And like a lot of kids, he had a dream. He lived and breathed basketball. He had an older brother, Larry, who he constantly battled on their backyard court. Larry was bigger, stronger, and often beat him. These weren't just friendly games, they were wars. And every loss fueled a fire inside young Michael. He hated losing more than anything. This relentless drive, this competitive spirit, was being forged in the fire of sibling rivalry, long before any coach or scout ever saw him play. So, picture this, it's 1978. Michael is a sophomore at Laney High School. He's about 5 feet 11, skinny, and desperate to make the varsity basketball team. His best friend, Leroy Smith, is also trying out. The tryouts are grueling. Dozens of hopefuls are running drills, scrimmaging, and giving it everything they've got. Michael believes he's done enough. He's played well. He's shown his hustle. The day the list goes up is a day that will change his life forever. He scans the list, his heart pounding. He looks for his name. Down the list, letter by letter. J-O-R-D, but it's not there. His name isn't on the varsity roster. He checks again, thinking it must be a mistake. It isn't. But you know whose name was on that list. His friend, Leroy Smith. Leroy, who was taller at the time, made the team. Michael Jordan did not. He was devastated. Absolutely crushed. He rushed home, locked himself in his room, and just cried. In that moment, he felt like a complete failure. The one thing he wanted more than anything in the world had been denied to him. His own mother remembers finding him in tears, trying to console him. She told him to go back, to work harder, to prove them wrong. And that's exactly what he did. Now, let's clear up a common misconception. Jordan wasn't cut from basketball entirely. He was placed on the junior varsity, or JV team. For many, this would have been a demotion, a reason to coast or even quit. But for Michael, it became his stage. He decided that if he was going to be on the JV team, he would be the best JV player anyone had ever seen. He turned every single JV game into his own personal showcase. He was a man on a mission. He would drop 40 points in a game, dominating the competition so thoroughly that his varsity teammates would come to watch him play before their own games. He wasn't just playing, he was practicing with a fury. He would be the first one in the gym and the last one to leave. He'd practice his shots over and over. He'd work on his dribbling, his defense, everything. Every time he felt tired, every time he wanted to stop, he would close his eyes and see that list without his name on it. That rejection wasn't a wall, it was a springboard. It became the ultimate motivation. His coach from that time, Clifton "Pop" Herring, later explained his decision. It wasn't that he didn't see potential in Michael, but the varsity team was already stacked with seniors and taller players. At 5 feet 11, Michael was considered undersized for a guard on that particular team. They needed more height, which is why his 6 feet 7 friend Leroy got the spot. It was a strategic decision, not a personal one. But for a 15-year-old kid, it felt deeply personal. And in the long run, that feeling is what mattered. Over that summer, something incredible happened. Michael hit a massive growth spurt, shooting up to 6 feet 3. But he hadn't just grown taller, he had grown as a player. All those hours in the gym, all that fury from being on the JV squad, had transformed him. When he returned for his junior year, he wasn't just another player. He was a force of nature. He made the varsity team, no question this time. And he didn't just make it, he dominated. He averaged over 20 points a game and became the star of the team. This is the part of the story where the legend really begins. Scouts started to take notice. The University of North Carolina, a powerhouse in college basketball, came calling. The legendary coach Dean Smith saw something in Michael that went beyond points on the scoreboard. He saw that fire, that unquenchable desire to win. Even at UNC, he wasn't immediately the superstar. He was a freshman on a team with established upperclassmen like James Worthy and Sam Perkins. But he earned his spot. He proved himself once again through sheer hard work. And then came the 1982 NCAA championship game against Georgetown. It's the final seconds. UNC is down by 1 point. The ball is in the hands of the freshman, Michael Jordan. He takes the shot, a 16-foot jumper, swish. He hits it, winning the national championship for his team. In that moment, he went from being a talented freshman to a clutch performer. He had proven, on the biggest stage yet, that he wasn't afraid of the pressure. He thrived in it. That shot, he would later say, was the real turning point in his basketball career. It was the moment he knew he belonged among the greats. From there, the story is history. The NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls, 6 championships, 5 MVP awards, Olympic gold medals. He became more than a basketball player, he became a global phenomenon. But he never, ever forgot that feeling of seeing his name missing from that high school varsity list. He even used the story of Leroy Smith as a mental tool throughout his career. Whenever he checked into a hotel, he would sometimes check in under the name Leroy Smith. It was a private reminder to himself of where he came from, a reminder of the feeling of being overlooked. It was a way to keep that chip on his shoulder, to never get complacent, to always stay hungry. The story of Michael Jordan's rejection is so powerful because it's a universal human experience. We have all faced rejection. We've all been told no. We've all felt that sting of not being chosen, whether it was for a team, a job, or a relationship. It's what you do next that defines you. Do you let that rejection crush you, or do you let it fuel you? Michael Jordan chose to let it fuel him. He transformed a moment of profound disappointment into a lifetime of unparalleled success. He used his failure as the ultimate motivation. As he famously said himself, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." That quote perfectly encapsulates his entire philosophy. Failure wasn't the opposite of success, it was a part of it. It was a necessary step on the path to greatness. Every missed shot was a lesson. Every lost game was an opportunity to get better. That rejection in high school wasn't the end of his story, it was the beginning of his legend. It lit a fire that would burn for his entire career and inspire millions around the world. So, the next time you face a setback, the next time someone tells you that you're not good enough, think of that skinny 15-year-old kid crying in his bedroom. Think about how he responded. Let it be a reminder that your biggest failures can often become the foundation for your greatest successes. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And let me know in the comments below, what's a setback you've faced that ended up pushing you to be better? I'd love to hear your stories. See you in the next one.